Scary moments right there, brother.
Yes, sir.
Scary moments. A good way to start off the DVD Weekly Podcast Plus.
In the heart of October.
For October 17th,
Come on.
2023. How
Yes,
you doing,
sir.
brother?
Doing good. Halloween's in the air.
I'm already beat down.
Yeah, I know. You.
Jeez.
With you and the haunt and, it's like, my schedule's nuts with, kids' sports. Yours is nuts with, being barraged with, having to go to the haunt. You're not doing that every night, though, right? Or
No, it's, it depends on what day of the week.
Yeah.
What week of the month it is.
Gotcha.
But,
because they're not open every night, are they?
No, we're now doing it on Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Okay.
And then next week, we go into Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Gotcha.
Monday.
That's when we still have to find
Tuesday.
a time to do that. Yeah, because that's Halloween, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But hey, today's Friday the 13th.
Friday, that's right.
Yeah.
I mentioned that. Friday the 13th.
Absolutely.
Gotta love that. Yeah.
So now the poopy thing we got to talk about.
Uh-oh.
And this is a fun podcast. We like to keep it light, like to keep it fun. But I think at this point, it's just the elephant in the room, and that's all the horrible things going on in the world right now.
Seriously.
Oh my goodness!
The whole Israel thing, jeez.
I can't help but want to follow it. One of the reasons is because I think we're going to see implications of this thing. Here at home.
Yeah.
We've already actually started to see some things happen, and some of the groups that have backed these fighters that came in, not even fighters, these terrorists that came in and did what they did.
Mm-hmm.
How do you get behind that?
I don't know, dude.
I
do not understand that.
Horrifying.
Especially when it's kids and families. That
Absolutely.
Are just going there. It's just like, dude.
Young kids at a music festival.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, God,
that's just heartbreaking, man.
War is just, war is brought on by religion and leaders, and it's never brought on just by the people.
No.
And yet they're the ones that get caught in the crossfire, right?
Yeah.
So it has been, it's been a pretty sad thing to follow. It's in a strange way fascinating to follow. I love live news. To watch, they're right there. The reporters are right there.
I haven't seen much of it.
Oh my goodness, it's breathtaking.
Wow.
When it's about 5, 6 o'clock in the morning here, it's turning dusk there.
That's when,
And then so you watch the sun go down, and then all of a sudden, here it goes.
Yeah.
They have this thing, I can't think of what they call it. I want to say Iron Curtain, but that's not it. But it's this defense system that covers the city of Hamas, right? No, not Hamas. Yeah, and again, I'm not good at that. I'm learning a whole lot about what's going on. But what it does is it senses that incoming missiles are coming and just spits out a bunch of these anti-missiles.
Yeah.
It's so crazy.
That's crazy, man.
So it's just, it's a horrible, horrible thing. And we are there now. The Americans are there now. Several Americans have been captured. And we'll see. It's like I said, I learned a lot about this war. It's between the Jews and the these terrorists, basically, because of the way the land was divided up. Mm-hmm. And was never divided up. They feel it was never done properly. It's all about land. Oh, God, it's just heartbreaking. So, our thoughts and prayers go out to all those people that are affected by that. And
no doubt.
Let's hope that we can get out of that soon. What do you think about that?
Yeah. Agreed.
It's terrible. So, anyway, I figured that we should definitely mention that, because to not mention it, it's just gotten too big, and it's just kind of takes over your life when you start watching something like this. Something else.
Crazy world. Crazy world.
Yeah. So let's see. How about let's take a phone call.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Yo, yippee-ki-yay, brothers. Frank here, man. It's been a while, man, but I'm just, checking up on you guys. Hope all is well. Listen, so a couple weeks back, I wanted to tell you about the music festival I went to. Beautiful Asbury Park, New Jersey, on the beach, the Be Here Now Festival. So Saturday night, opening night, I see The Killers and Greta Van Fleet. Awesome. Beautiful night to see that. Sunday, the Beach Boys with none other than Uncle Jesse, John Stamos, then Weezer, and to top that off, oh man, I'm having like a Joe Biden moment here. Foo Fighters, friggin' just unbelievable. Oh man, what a night. And it was so great to see the Foo Fighters out there on the beach. And a couple days after that, they announced this big stadium tour. So, but Don, I got a little homework for you. I want you to look up who the new drummer is. There's a Disney connection. So, I mean, check that out. And, hey, you were talking about Taylor Swift. I mean, now my daughter and every other, Swiftie out there, all these girls are, all into football now. So, I'm not too thrilled about the fact that now she's going to some bar for Monday Night Football, but they're bringing in a whole different audience now. So, I don't know, man. Love her or hate him, she's not going anywhere. And, that's about it for now, boys. So, yippee-ki-yay and sayonara.
Brother, let's open one to Frank. What do you think?
It's been a while.
Let's
crack this one open for Frank today.
Oh,
come on now.
How come mine didn't go like that? That was weird. Come on. Okay, we're drinking. Now, here goes. Mm-hmm. Oh,
yeah, there you go.
Oh, that's good.
Mm-hmm. Frank, that's a solid lineup of bands.
No kidding.
Greta Van Fleet is fantastic live.
Yeah.
Of all the bands he mentioned, my favorite, even though you can't, the Killers, Beach Boys, Weezer, you can't go wrong. Weezer's so fun, too. And the Foo Fighters are great. Foo Fighters.
Yeah, look up there right now, real quick.
Oh, yeah. Look at that.
We'll talk about that in a minute.
Ooh, Disney 100?
I don't have a whole lot of... Yeah, Disney 100.
There you go. Foo Fighters, and they did just announce a big old stadium tour. They're actually going to be playing out here, of course.
I've never seen them, and I got to tell you, I would love to see them.
They put on a really... Dave
they are the
such
only
a great performer.
Band of their type that I like.
That's right.
That do what they do.
Style.
I don't like a lot of screaming and yelling. I don't like a lot of repeated words. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's what they do.
Yeah,
and I love them.
No, they're good. He's a great songwriter.
Yeah,
obviously a great
he's cool too.
Yeah,
what's
exactly.
his name?
Dave Grohl.
Yeah,
he's
super
just a
cool,
great guy.
And they're out here, right?
Great humanitarian. Yeah. From Seattle. Yeah. He is for sure. I don't know about
super cool guy.
Well, I think a lot of the rest of the band is from Los Angeles, but
really?
He's obviously from Seattle.
Well, Frank mentioned that there was a Disney link, and the phone cut out a couple times during that call, but he was talking about the Foo Fighters,
the new drummer,
newest drummer, Josh Freese is his name.
Oh, Josh Freese is their new drummer. That guy's played for Maynard and Perfect Circle, and
really,
he's a solid drummer.
Well, his dad,
I forgot that was who took
is
over.
Stan Freese, and Stan Freese was the conductor for the Disneyland band and the Walt Disney World band.
No kidding.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
So there's your Disneyland connection.
Yeah, there you go, Frank. Thanks for calling out. Actually, Frank, I'm going to be out your way here pretty damn soon.
No kidding. What for?
Yeah, I'm going out to a conference in New York. I just found out about it last week. So the 23rd through the 26th, I'll be out in New York City, down there in Manhattan.
Wow.
So be out your way. I'm going to go check out some of those breweries you've been talking about. I want to make that happen, sir.
Have you spent a lot of time in New York?
I've been there. This will be the third or fourth time. So not a whole lot of time, but God, do I love it. I absolutely love
nothing but good
New York
things about
City.
it.
It's just, if you just love chaos and hustle and bustle and like,
oh, that's my life.
It's awesome. So I'm staying like right in Times Square at the Marriott down there. Like,
nice.
And this place is, or the conference is taking place. Well, part of it's at the Javits Center. Part of it's at this like cool ass like club that's like a famous club there. I'm not too sure exactly what the name of it is. It's like this swanky place, but anyways, I always like just so look forward to going to New York, and they have great record stores there.
Yeah,
like just fun, and so many, right? So every time I try to hit new record shops and like always good food there. Oh, New York, can't go wrong with New York.
Awesome.
Yeah,
I like it.
I think I'm gonna try the second night I'm there. I'm actually gonna hit the because the NBA is the season starts that week, and the Knicks are opening their season against the Celtics, and I've never been to an event at Madison Square Garden. I've been like inside, not in, even where the seats are, where you can buy tickets. So I've never even actually been inside Madison Square Garden. And every time I go there, I'm like, one of these, I gotta go, right?
Yeah.
And this time, it's like the opening game for NBA.
Oh,
and
that's
it's
cool.
Knicks Celtics. I'm like, I got to go to that. So it's on the 25th. So yeah, definitely gonna try and make that one happen.
Sounds like a good time. Good time. Speed of sports, brother.
Yeah.
Hope you have a sports story. I don't.
Well, there's always sports. Actually, my God. I mean, this is just a great time. It's always the best time of year, I think, in sports. Because everything is basically going at this point, for the most part. Football, Rams lost to the Eagles. Not a shocker. They played pretty well. They're playing better than I expected them to. But, ultimately they're 2-3. They're very average.
Yeah.
The Hawks had the bye week, so they are 3-1.
That's no fun. Glad we got it over with.
Yeah, you guys needed it too, because you were pretty banged up.
I don't want to happen.
Really? Shoot, man.
I hope we don't get any more.
I like it's just a less.
Do they get more?
Low stress week. No, you only get one bye week.
Good.
Yeah. And in the DVD Weekly Fantasy Football League.
Yes, sir.
We had a clash of the Titans last week when the first place and undefeated Love and War battled Los Angeles Trendkills. That's me, folks. And I was number 2. I was tied for second by a score of 135.66 to 125.94. The Trendkills came out victorious.
Wow.
Yes, man. I was not favored to win that. I think it was like he was favored by like 17 points or something like that. And I had a couple players that just outperformed what they were supposed to do. So now we are both sitting at 4-1 and tied for the lead. Alfred Kokich still hasn't won a battle. He's 0-5.
Ouch.
It's going to happen soon for him. I can feel it. And then this week in the league, the Rams take on the 1-4 Cardinals, the divisional rival Cardinals at home in a must-win. I mean, it's a must-win. The Rams cannot lose to the Cardinals. And then the Seahawks travel to Cincinnati to face the 2-3 Bengals. That is the one game that's going to just eat at me all year. Like, the Rams should have beaten the Bengals. They had so many opportunities and just let it fall apart. That was a bad loss. We lost to the Niners, expected. Lost to the Eagles, expected. Should have beat the damn Bengals. We should be 3-2, not 2-3. But whatever. So we'll see what the Seahawks do to the Bengals on Sunday, brother. And then college football is going strong. Bruins are playing well. My UCLA Bruins, they defeated number 13 Washington State last week, 25-17, which put them back in the top 25. Actually, they went all the way to number 18, and they're playing number 15, the Oregon State Beavers, tomorrow night at 5. So lots of fun stuff going on with college football. Of course, the Kraken, the NHL has begun, brother.
Yes.
Kraken off to a terrible start.
Yeah.
They're 0-2. With 1 goal in 2 games. Like, the offense, nothing's looking great right now. Like, I think Grubauer's playing well, our goalie, but outside of that, the power play is garbage. The offense is doing nothing. The defense is giving up so many breakaways and wide open shots. So, it's the beginning of the season, but they're starting slow, and it's a little worrisome. But hey, man, we're 2 games in, right?
We'll see.
And the Devils, they kicked off last night for their first game, and they won their first game, which was fantastic. And they are actually, they're playing they're playing at 4:00 tonight against the Coyotes. So yeah, NHL's full steam. We got baseball playoffs. The championship series is set. In the National League, it's going to be the Arizona Diamondbacks facing the Philadelphia Phillies. And in the American League, it's the Texas Rangers versus the hated Houston Astros. The Rangers and the Astros, both in the AL West, both in the Mariners division. And we basically helped the Astros get into the playoffs at the end of the season. And we hate them. Everybody hates the Astros because they cheated. They got the World Series and cheated, and they admitted it. They had evidence of it, and the league did nothing about it. They did nothing about it. They were stealing signs from the catcher. And then, and then they would tell the batter what it was going to be, so he knew exactly what pitch was coming to him. Yeah, dude. I mean, I'm not saying that doesn't happen around the league, but they got, blatantly caught for doing it multiple times, and no punishment. Zero. They won the World Series. It just,
that
whatever.
Sucks.
Weak. And then NASCAR is down to the final 8. So that's exciting. So much going on in sports right now.
Nice.
Man. It's fun to keep up. At this point, there's something every night. I mean, the Lakers are on tonight. There's a preseason game. It's every night there's something on, which is always fantastic. So there you go, brother. There's
nice.
Fuck.
You must be in heaven.
Yeah, pretty much. Like I said, my favorite time of year, man. There's something on all the time now. It's great.
All right.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Well, it's time to put on your mouse ears as we head into Disney 100. Not a lot this week, but I'm sneaky. I'm sneaky. I'm always sneaking around. I'm always looking.
Always.
I'm backstage. I'm looking. I'm seeking. For the last week, they've been putting a massive amount of scaffolding, and I say by we, I mean Disneyland. They had hello.
Is my mic on?
They've been working on the top of Space Mountain on the outside, the exterior. I don't know what the hell they're doing. It could be as simple as just a rehab out there, because they were needing it. It was the top's getting kind of dirty and looking like poo. But the top of Space Mountain was one of those places that Disney got in trouble because there wasn't enough protection for the crews that would go up there and paint it.
Really?
That also, at the same time, happened with Alice in Wonderland.
Huh.
The attraction Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah.
You know how the cars drive around up top?
Yeah.
Okay, they had to put up walls up there because, I mean, if you remember correctly, you could just walk right off those leaves and fall.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
So, anyway, so now there's tons of scaffolding on top. And I've noticed
that's sexy.
It's not only, now this scaffolding comes down when they're done. Whereas what they did for Alice didn't come down.
Huh.
And I remember it was quite a change, because for Alice they put up these walls and everything. It was kind of weird. But anyway, I've noticed last night they were up there welding something. So it must not just be paint. They must be doing some welding up there and some changes. So, I mean, a simple Disney 100 today, but it's worth mentioning.
Significant,
brother. Those guys working up there all night long.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
God.
At least they got good weather.
4:00 in the morning. Oh, let me weld something.
Yeah, right.
Jeez.
That's hard work. It's hard labor right there.
Brother, nothing is more beautiful in this world, except for sports, than music.
Agreed. Loving the music. Went and saw Peter Gabriel this last week, which was fantastic.
Yeah, how was that?
Yeah, I'd never seen him. So it was great to finally get to see him.
Yeah.
He played a long show.
Really?
Man, it was funny. So the ticket, it said 8 o'clock, right?
Uh-huh.
And then I'm looking on setlist.fm, and it's showing that he starts at 8 o'clock.
Whoa.
And I'm like I knew that there was still going to be a ton of people that weren't there when they started, right?
Right.
And sure enough, there wasn't.
No
so
kidding.
he has this countdown clock going, and I'm like, man, he is gonna start at freaking 8 o'clock. I think he started about 5 after, right?
Yeah.
But he played solid until 11 o'clock.
Wow.
So he put on a great show. Songs from all over his career, including the first album, like just all the classics you would expect. He sounds great, and a fantastic band with him.
Yeah.
Oh, man, what a cool band. And some pretty decent visuals, maybe a little less than I expected. But again, it's kind of like the Sting show, like the music did the talking, like just incredible music. And he's such he's one hell of a humanitarian, right? So he did some kind of, in between songs, would kind of talk about some things that I think maybe went on a little too long sometimes.
Did he trade friendship bracelets?
No friendship.
Oh, okay.
No friendship.
Just wanted to make sure.
But yeah, so Peter Gabriel put on a great show, so that was fun. As we get in,
does he sound different?
No.
Sounds just like
he sounds just fantastic.
That's awesome.
He's that raspy, just very unique voice he has, right? Like, so, yeah.
That's cool.
Just, good stuff, man. What's coming out this week? We are talking about music that's out today, October 13th. Before we get to the top 5, this is a great release. It's Black Sabbath Reunion, which has never been on vinyl. So this is the first time it's ever been on vinyl. This 3 LP set captures the original band lineup of Black Sabbath live from their 1997 reunion tour. I went to that tour. And features 16 live performances of their greatest hits, remastered from the original source tapes, along with 2 remixed bonus tracks. And again, on vinyl for the first time. So this is a must-have for me, man. Black Sabbath Reunion. Let's get into the top 5 this week. Troye Sivan at number 5. The album's called Something to Give Each Other. Troye Sivan's 3rd studio album, Something to Give Each Other, is a celebration of sex, dance, sweat, community, queerness, love, and friendship.
Definitely something to give to someone.
Yeah. Interesting cover, too. Interesting cover. I'll just put it that way. Number 4. This was an interesting... I was like, what is this? It literally is 3 crosses. And I'm like, what is that? But it's... You call them crosses. And I had never heard of them before. The name of the album, Good Night, God Bless, I Love You, Delete. Offering a glimpse into the captivating creative journey of Chino Moreno and Sean Lopez as the Crosses. Throughout the album, they skillfully craft immersive soundscapes that evoke a profound sense of emotion and empathy, a testament to their close-knit collaboration and enduring friendship over decades. Moreno and Lopez embrace atmospheric electronic textures, adorned with both intricate and minimalistic arrangements, all amplified by Moreno's mesmerizing vocals. Of course, Chino Moreno is the singer for the Deftones, like a band I dearly love.
Wow.
And then Sean Lopez is the founding member and guitarist for the post-hardcore band Far. So these guys are both, their wheelhouse is heavy music, right? This is anything but. You would dig this. It's like an ambient type album, with very cool electronics, like just a cool vibe.
What's it called again? Oh, yeah.
It's called Crosses. The album is called Good Night, God Bless, I Love You, Delete. And this is actually their 2nd studio album. I hadn't heard of this side project. So it makes me want to check out the first one, too. I heard the most of the second one when I was actually writing the script today. And Robert Smith from The Cure is featured with guest vocals on one of the tracks, which I actually did not get to that track because it's one of the last ones. So looking forward to hearing that. But definitely worth a listen. Crosses, it's good stuff. Number 3, Ringo Starr.
Wow.
With Rewind Forward. This is his 4th EP. It includes the song Feeling the Sunlight, written by Paul McCartney. So 4 new songs on this EP, and that's at number 3. At number 2, it's Pink Floyd. Back.
No kidding.
Pink Floyd, The Dark Side of the Moon. Right now, we had the Dark Side of the Moon redo come out last week. Now, this is the original record, but, and interesting enough, it's a Blu-ray release. And it's at number 2. The Blu-ray features the original 5.1 mix and remastered stereo versions, along with a new mix in Atmos. This is something you just get on another plane and then blast this in Atmos. I bet it is a trip, bro.
Yeah.
My God, Pink Floyd, The Dark Side of the Moon. That's good stuff right there at number 2. And number 1 this week, it's Zach Bryan with his self-titled album. The new self-titled record from singer-songwriter, producer Zach Bryan is an expansive yet intimate 16-track set that explores the Grammy-nominated artist's Oklahoma roots, as well as his vast and varied confluence of musical and literary influences. The Lumineers appear on a track on this record, as well as Casey Musgraves. I dig Casey Musgraves. Wow. So there you go. Number 1 this week, Zach Bryan.
Daddy good, brother.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Very good.
Yeah, sure. You betcha.
Very good.
That leads us into television, I think.
Good.
Yeah? Great.
I haven't seen a damn thing.
Well, and the site I usually use had no updates for what's new this week. I'm like, what is
wrong
with you? And I was in a rush to put this together, so I put what I know of that came out this week.
All right.
Starting with Chucky Season 3. I love me some Chucky, brother. I love Chucky. I love Child's Play. I love the whole series.
Autumn's a big Chucky fan.
Oh,
now.
Chucky's badass.
There's a new character on there. I guess it's new. He's got a real thin face.
Oh, yeah. He's like their son.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh.
He was in one of the movies, like Curse of Chucky or something
They were
like that.
selling the doll at... At Spirit Store.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. I think it's his son. Is that right? I think it was his son. It's in one of the films. It's not. He's not in the series, the TV series.
Oh.
But yeah, this is Chucky Season 3, USA Network app and Sci-Fi channels where you can see that. I saw the first episode. It's fun, dude. It's fun. He's in the White House, Chucky. He comes back and he's a doll from the son at the White House. It's hilarious. So anyways, it's the thing with Chucky. It's fun, right? It's like, but that show is also brutal. Like it's got some phenomenal gore in that show.
Kind of like Biden's dog.
Yeah, right.
It's brutal too.
Exactly. So anyways, I'm excited that started again. That's just a fun-ass show, is what I'm saying. And then Fall of the House of Usher is now out on Netflix. That's a horror drama series based on the short story by Edgar Allan Poe. It's from the creator of The Haunting of Hill House, which was fantastic. To secure their fortune and future, 2 ruthless siblings build a family dynasty that begins to crumble when their heirs mysteriously die one by one. I mean, come on. You can't go wrong with Edgar Allan Poe.
Nope.
8 episodes, and they are all available now on Netflix.
Nice.
I'm looking forward to getting started on that.
Very
We're
good.
definitely still doing the every night we do at least one Twilight Zone
Nice.
and one Tales from the Crypt. So that's been fun. It's been harder to kind of watch other stuff.
Yeah.
We did wrap up Ahsoka, which I thought was just fantastic. I didn't love the end of Ahsoka, but that is easily one of my favorite Star Wars series. Like, next to Mandalorian is my favorite. Like, it's just, it was so well done, man. And I don't know, it sounds like there might not be a season 2 for that.
Wow.
Might have been a one and done, even though I feel like they really tried to wrap up the last episode too quickly, I think. I don't know. But anyways, Ahsoka's great. And now we've moved on to Loki season 2. So we watched the first episode of that last night. Oh boy, I'd kind of forgotten what happened in the first season of Loki, and it's just like, it's pretty convoluted, dude. Like, he's jumping between timelines. I'm just like, oh my god, what's happening? So I might have to watch the first episode again just to try and grasp what's going on there. But still well done and fun show to watch as well. So that's what's going on in TV, brother.
Wow.
Yeah.
I like it. I just haven't been able to watch TV.
Yeah, I get it, sir. I get it.
I'm working on my new business too.
Oh, right. Right. Oh, speaking of that, I got to talk to you about your older business.
Which one?
If that's still going. You're still doing the travel action?
I still do that.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, we're going to talk.
I do a lot of things, don't I?
Yeah, you got a lot of
Maybe
got your
too
hands in a
many
lot
things.
of pots, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you ready for this? I just finished. It took me about a month and a half.
Yeah.
I just finished 3 years, well, 2.5 years worth of videos, YouTube knowledge videos of this girl to teach me the POD, the print on demand business.
Holy cow.
I watched my last video today, which
Really?
she just did.
And now you're an expert.
Dude,
You know what's up.
if I was smart,
Yeah. If I was smart.
which we know I'm not, I should get on YouTube and do my own thing.
There you go.
I could teach this forward and backward. I know
Really?
exactly what I'm going to do.
Wow.
And do I believe it's going to work? Hell yes.
Nice. Did I hear that we could have some product coming out at some point?
We are going to have some product. Get ready. Get ready for the DVD Weekly podcast. Cups.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm going to do cups. I'm going to do shirts.
We need shot glasses.
Yeah, looking for shot glasses. I think I should be able to do that
I want
too.
A shirt.
Yeah, and
Come
then
on.
we'll put a little link in our Higamajig and get that going.
That's awesome.
But dude, ain't nothing I can't do.
Really?
I can do flags. I can do. I can do blankets.
Nice.
Can you imagine just being all tucked up in the DVD Weekly podcast blanket?
That sounds comfy, bro.
Oh, you can sleep with us.
Sounds comfy.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Something my wife hasn't done in like 16 years. No, she's happy, so, what else can you do? So I'll be getting that going pretty soon.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
I look forward to that action.
Yeah, pretty excited. So, I have a couple weeks off now. Today was my last day of work.
Oh, you have a couple of weeks of work off?
Yeah, until next month.
Oh, hell yeah.
So I am going to be working 100% on that. Yeah, every night I'm up till I shouldn't be up.
Really?
Doing learning on this. I mean, I really...
Yeah, you dove deep.
I did.
Wow.
I did. I mean, for two reasons. One, I wanted to know as absolutely much as I could.
Yeah.
And two, I wanted to look at that beautiful woman as long as I possibly could. Dude, oh my God, she's cute. Holy shit.
So now we know the real reason you were watching all the videos.
You know what? But I'm so glad I picked her because she's just like I am. She's just like I am. She'll sit there and she'll say, everybody. She does everything just the opposite of what everybody else does. It's Christmas time right now, right? So what do you think if you had an Etsy store?
Yeah.
What would you be putting up there right now?
Right now
in October.
I mean, probably Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Wrong.
No?
And here's why.
Why?
People don't buy Christmas at Christmas. She said people go to Etsy to buy gifts. And you don't buy Christmas shirts and things like that for Christmas. Because by the time they open it, it's gone.
Makes
and yet
sense.
all these experts are telling you, get in there and put up your Christmas stuff.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what the stores are doing.
But as a brand new seller,
right,
you can't compete.
Yeah, yeah.
You can't compete. You'll be on page 100.
Right, makes sense.
So she says, don't do that. She is, like I said, just the opposite.
Yeah.
And she makes so much
So what's
sense.
she saying to put up?
She's saying put up, it's called evergreen, which means that it can sell. It can sell.
Yeah, so it's not
anytime.
Seasonal stuff. Yeah.
So you don't want to start off like right now in holiday stuff.
Right.
You want to do that after you've got your store going and after you and
build some clientele.
To be quite honest, to have DVD Weekly podcast listeners go to my site and buy logo products.
Yeah.
Will help me tremendously because Etsy goes, okay, people are going there. Let's start sending people there.
Yeah, gotcha.
So it's a total game. It's so interesting.
That's very cool.
And just love to hear her teach it. I mean, she just loves it. And dude, she holds nothing back. A lot of these guys, they won't tell you the full thing.
Yeah.
She had one video here recently where she said, look, this has been eating me alive. I've been wanting to share this, but I haven't wanted to share it. But she says, I'm just going to share it anyway. And she gave this idea that was amazing. And she doesn't really need to keep these things to herself anymore.
Yeah.
She started 2 years ago, right? And she knew nothing about this when she started. She's one of those people like me, where she starts...
Yeah, just dives in deep.
And then she starts learning as much as she can. And she's failed many, many times.
Gotcha.
On this one, she just said, I'm not failing. I'm not going to quit. I'm going to keep going, keep going, keep going. As of today, she sold $500,000.
Wow.
Dude, she's bought herself a new house.
Jeez.
She's this year, she traveled the world for 6 months.
No kidding.
while she did her print
still
on
able to
demand
make it happen.
business. And to prove it, she's got videos of it. She's in Taiwan, sitting at these beautiful resorts, typing away, creating things. It's unbelievable.
Wow.
It's unbelievable. It's not the silly BS you see on YouTube a lot. You see a lot of those things on YouTube where you're going to make $1 million off of that. And the reason why they do that is because they get all the affiliate stuff, right?
Yeah.
She refused to put affiliate stuff on her thing for the longest time. And then when she did start putting affiliate stuff in her shows, she came out and said, look, you should be doing this. Once you learn what I'm teaching you, you should start doing affiliate stuff.
Take advantage of the system.
So she's just very cool.
Huh. Well, I'm excited to see what you got going on with that, brother.
Yeah, brother, I am. I'm excited.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't want to travel the world, though. I'm happy right where I'm
Oh,
at.
come on now.
Nah, I don't want to go. Who the hell? Especially nowadays, dude.
Well, I mean, you don't go
that.
to Israel. You've got to pick the right places. Go to Australia, brother. Go to. I mean, there's so many places in Europe.
Did
that
you
are just
guess how much?
incredible.
So she travels the world, right? She traveled the world. This coming year, she's going to do the whole UK thing.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Yeah.
But guess how much? Now you can imagine how much flying that took, right?
Yeah, no doubt.
Guess how much it cost her to fly to all those freaking places that she went to. Just take a guess how much you think
How many places did she go to?
She went to like all places around Taiwan and where else did she go? A lot of the Asian places, the area there.
I mean, it'd be in the thousands.
Cost her nothing.
Nothing?
Not one penny.
You mean basis on what she was making with her business?
She got a credit card.
Yeah.
And what happens is, in this kind of business that she's doing, look at me, all of a sudden I'm doing a YouTube video. To shorten it down a little bit, you pay for the product when the customer pays, right?
Right.
And then, you take out your portion of the product. Well, sometimes you're paying before your money comes in. So she started paying on a credit card. Mm-hmm. She was putting. She got to where she was putting like $5,000 and $6,000 on that credit card.
Gotcha.
And then at the end of the month, she paid it off.
Pay it off, yeah.
So she
got a ton of airline miles.
Traveled the world with her airline miles.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Smart girl, let me tell you.
No doubt.
Anyway, so that's I'm gonna be knee
Brother's
deep.
gonna be flying around the world by this time next year.
No, I don't want to do that.
Yes, you do.
No, I mean the most travel I want to do is maybe go to Walt Disney World.
Well, there you go. I mean, just travel around the U.S. Check out states of the U.S. You haven't checked out.
But then when I'm at Walt Disney World, then I can travel the world.
Just go to Epcot.
Yeah, just go to Epcot.
Have a beer around the world.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, there's nothing wrong with that.
Anyway, boy, we spent a long time on that. I'm very sorry.
Well, let's move it on to movies.
All righty.
Let's see what we got here. Oh, actually, a couple of things I totally forgot to mention. I got to give a quick shout out to my little sweet princess girl, Quinn. Quinn got Student of the Month.
No way.
Yeah, man. I was like, what?
Oh,
she brought home the little plaque thing. I was like, what? Student of the Month. I have to say that just because last week I was so beat down because of my boy, just being garbage in daycare, which he's actually had a good week. I'm hoping.
Good.
I have to pick him up right after this, praying.
Good.
He had one last good day, then he can go to swimming tonight, and all will be good. We start off the weekend good. But yeah, I had to give a little shout out to Quinn there.
Nice.
Yeah. And then some other things, I guess, wrapped up in movies. I told you, we've been doing the projection at the house, right? And I've always wanted to add something outside that and I never really have. We made a little graveyard too, that has like bones and the typical stuff.
Nice.
Right? But then went down to Home Depot, and you're right, dude. So I've been to Spirit, to where else? There was another place you went.
Where else would you go?
I haven't been to Lowe's, because Lowe's has stuff too, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you are right. Like, Home Depot are the kings now, dude.
They've kicked everybody's butt.
They have so much cool stuff there. Even like down to the tombstones, which I think I'm going to start buying next year. Because I always buy those cheap foam ones.
How about their skeletons?
Dude,
They're
the
all brown
skeletons
and-
are killer.
Oh,
like
man.
they have so much cool stuff, and obviously the giant things like I love, right?
Yes.
So we pulled the trigger on Jack Skellington.
That's such a cool
he's
piece.
13 feet tall.
Yeah.
He looks so freaking cool, dude.
Yep.
And like, you know, the motion, and then he wears the bow tie, and that's what the LED lights are in to kind of light him up.
Yeah.
We also got another light that we put on the ground
Oh,
to
nice.
kind of light him up from the bottom.
Yeah.
Which helps, like it looks really cool.
Right.
And then he talks, and he moves his head. Like he is freaking cool looking, man. And then so right now we have like our projection downstairs this is Halloween, like just kind of looped.
Yeah.
And then I found on Facebook or on YouTube, this guy had done this Adobe built this loop of Zero flying around like in a
neat.
graveyard. I'm like, that's exactly
Oh,
what I need to
that's
put
cool.
upstairs. And then just put the eyes looking around and like
Nice.
smaller windows. So we kind of have a Nightmare Before Christmas kind of set up right now. But thinking that we're probably going to use them for Christmas too. Like,
Good,
so
yeah.
totally works for
Yeah,
both, right?
absolutely.
So anyways, that Home Depot stuff is legit. And then, my Friday the 13th started when I wake up at 3 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
And it's windy outside. And I'm like, oh no. And I check my ring because I can see him from the ring, and he's not there.
Oh, no.
I'm like, oh my God.
Oh.
Like, so I run downstairs. I almost forgot to put clothes on. Run downstairs, run outside.
We
and
have
sure
another
enough-
video, like
Yeah, right.
the one in the snow.
God, yeah. He went face first.
Oh.
And like, it looks like he's okay. Like,
Yeah.
all I was able to do, and that was a bitch to get him up.
Oh, I'll bet.
Oh my God. Because I wasn't going to get Mel up at 3 in the morning. Like,
Yeah.
So anyways, I got him up, and now I've got him laying on his back, at least. And because
Yeah.
it's still windy as hell up there today, man. It's just, the wind up there is
Yeah,
atrocious.
our winds got to be 4 miles per hour.
Yeah, see, and I
That
don't
was
know
it.
what ours hit. I need to get a weather machine to see, because, dude, it just, it was damn near close to shaking the house again.
Yeah.
Like, it was bad winds, man.
It blew all night. I've got a couple of characters out there, which I did not have stuck into the ground yet.
Right. Yeah,
And sure enough,
our neighborhood did look a little bit like a war zone. Like, everybody's stuff is just kind of all over the place. I went back to Home Depot today, and I picked, the giant skeleton they have, right?
Yes.
That your neighbors had. Have you seen the 3-foot version?
Yes.
I picked it up today. I love
That's
the
cool.
look
Is
of
it
that
like
skeleton.
this?
Yeah, he's just that tall.
he's very cool.
It looks just like the big
Yep.
one, right?
Has
And his
the eyes
eyes light
that
up.
do the thing.
They
Yep.
don't move.
Uh-huh.
The eyes just light up.
Right,
Like it's,
right.
And unfortunately, it's just a switch on the back that's
Yeah.
on and off. It doesn't have even like a timer.
Yeah, he's cool.
unfortunately. But we have him sitting on our little glass
that's neat.
patch that Mel puts together every year. So yeah, Home Depot, man.
Yep.
Such good stuff there. Like
We had actually decided this year that if we couldn't get our projection system to work, which is, we've been working on it since, it's been about a year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Since we first got into it, we got kind of screwed over by buying their first version, and it just didn't look good. We decided that if we put this damn system up again this year and it didn't work, then we're going back to what we were doing before.
Gotcha. But you think you're happy now, though?
We ran a test last night.
Yeah, I'm
oh
looking
my
forward to
God.
seeing it. I'm looking forward to seeing it, man.
Autumn put a thing together. We actually can't use it because of the way it works. We have to make a change to it. But she made the whole house just start bleeding.
Oh, that's cool.
The whole house, dude, just starts bleeding.
And now, is it going over to the garage too, or is it just still from the right of the garage?
It's still from the where it was
right,
before.
Right.
But I think we could have done it. The thing is, we've got to get it further back away from the yard.
And that's my problem.
Just don't think we can.
God, I would love to do that, man.
But oh man, did it look good!
Oh, that's good stuff.
It's actually
looking forward to seeing
both things that Autumn put together.
Yeah.
Just turned out amazing.
Oh, that's cool, man.
So
good stuff.
And I'm out there looking at it and getting a lot of ideas on the things I would have wished I hadn't have done,
right?
And things I wish I would have done more of. So I think Autumn had better ideas than I did putting it together.
Gotcha.
But
well, she's pretty damn creative, so.
Yeah, and her head was in the right place.
Yeah.
Mine was like, I was worried about telling a story. So I have a big, big screen of a movie playing.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to do that. You can have the characters walking around your yard. So anyway, live and learn, but damn, it looked good.
Oh, cool, man.
Oh, it looks so good. It looked the way it should.
Yeah, right.
That's the way the first version should have looked.
Right.
So, it works. I'm happy with
it. That's badass.
Yeah.
Love it. Well, let's get into movies now. Let's start with there's some stuff coming out on streaming this week in VOD. Starting with The Burial on Prime Video. It's a courtroom drama based on a true story, starring Jamie Foxx. He's back, and Tommy Lee Jones. So that looked pretty solid. Of course, this is the time of year for horror, brother.
Oh, yeah.
So lots of good horror stuff that just came out. Pet Sematary Bloodlines. Now, this is a prequel to the remake that they made here a few years back. So a prequel to that. Not hearing great things, but the whole Pet Sematary thing I love it. It's just so cool.
You know, we talked about the song.
Oh, yes, the Ramones track. And what
my wife said that the song came before the movie.
Did it? Okay, it very well might have.
Yeah,
I was not sure.
I still haven't looked into it like I should.
But I'm sure it came out after the book. Right?
It could have. Yeah, I'm not sure.
The book was well before.
She wasn't sure about that.
Yeah, well, we should look that up. That's good stuff. Pet Sematary Bloodlines streaming exclusively on Paramount Plus.
Nice.
Also, and this one looks fun, man. It's called Totally Killer. It's on Prime. It's a comedy horror. When the infamous Sweet 16 killer returns 35 years after his first murder spree to claim another victim, 17-year-old Jamie accidentally travels back in time to 1987, determined to stop the killer before he can start. It stars Kiernan Shipka, she was Sabrina in The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. And I've heard really good things about it. I guess there's tons of Back to the Future references to it. So I guess if you're a Back to the Future fan, they're like, you got to see this. Obviously she time travels back, but I saw a trailer where she even mentions Back to the Future. So anyways, that looks like a fun one. And VHS 85. So this is the fourth VHS film, I believe, unveiled through a made-for-TV documentary. 5 tales of found footage horror emerged to take viewers on a terrifying journey into the grim underbelly of the 1980s. That's a Shudder original. So many things now are back to the 80s, right? I mean, not even just Stranger Things. Yeah. I don't know if that helped with that whole thing, but so many horror films now take place back in the 80s. That's
cool.
There's something coming out on Blu-ray or 4K this week that's based in the 80s. It's just it's funny to kind of see this huge resurgence there. The Nun 2, I can't remember if I mentioned this last week, but The Nun 2, which is in the Conjuring universe, is on VOD now. Okay. And I can't remember if I mentioned this one last week, but The Equalizer 3 with Denzel Washington is also on VOD. But the big VOD release this week is the new Mission Impossible. Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. Ethan Hunt and his IMF team must track down a dangerous weapon before it falls into the wrong hands. Of course, Tom Cruise, Haley Atwell, Ving Rhames, Simon Pegg. Of course, this film's famous for the crazy-ass stunts that Tom Cruise did himself.
How long do you think Tom Cruise will keep doing stunts like that?
Solid question.
You think he's just going to keep on doing that?
Yeah, until he can't. The dude's incredible. I can't wait to see this. I love the Mission Impossible films, and this didn't do as well in the theaters as I think they had hoped. But anyways, I'm looking forward to seeing it. I wish I would have seen it in theaters because it's always better for a big screen for the Mission Impossible. Yeah. But that is now available at home, which is good stuff.
Very nice.
Yeah. Which takes us into releases, brother. Right. You got anything for this week?
I do.
What you got, sir?
I do. How about little Shrek?
Oh, I love Shrek. We were just watching some horror shorts that he had.
6-movie collection.
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
6 movies.
My goodness.
Do you have the list of what those are?
It just says 6-movie collection. I did not.
Because there's not 6 Shrek films. There's only 3.
Maybe one of those Halloween ones, too, maybe. I don't know.
I wonder. Or does it have, Puss in Boots, offshoot? Probably not.
It could be.
I'm interested
now
to see
that
what that is.
Think about it, I should look more into it.
Yeah,
I did
have,
this list
scared Shrekless.
Yeah.
They got the what was the other one we watched? Oh, what's the little dude he was like the king in the first film?
Yeah.
Oh God.
He has a name? I can't remember. Farquaad?
Farquaad. Yeah, like the ghost of Farquaad or something like that.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
So and then there was another one too, but anyways, those you gotta love Shrek. Shrek's great.
Well, another coming out. Pretty big, brother. Pretty big.
Yeah.
Little Haunted Mansion.
Yes, sir.
Blu-ray, 4K,
yeah.
Oh, wait. What does that mean? I'm sorry. Never mind. Best Buy Steelbook.
Yeah, that's a cool one. Did you see the cover? It's the Hatbox Ghost, which I wasn't a big fan of the film, but the way it looks on the cover, I mean, his head is facing down. That's a cool.
Yeah,
cool
I thought it was a cool
steelbook,
design.
Man.
Let's take a look at some of the bonus features, shall we?
Please.
Making Haunted Mansion.
Very good.
It's about a 13-minute special. The cast, crew, filmmakers all getting together to tell you how they put it together. 7 minutes, 999 happy haunts. You can see all the Easter eggs where characters, big, small, alive, departed, human, and otherwise, appear in both the movie and the ride. You'll get 8 deleted scenes and a gag reel, brother.
There you go.
Yeah.
Forgot about that, yeah.
Yeah, we haven't done that in a while.
No. And the Walmart exclusive 4K has a limited edition enamel pin, brother.
Oh, see, they do that.
Yeah.
That makes me want to go get it there.
There you go. I figured as much.
Yeah.
I was going to mention, we were talking about Haunted Mansion. So there's a house in my neighborhood that you're going to need to go to. I'll have to tell you exactly where it's at.
Yeah.
But they do Haunted Mansion Holiday.
Oh,
like,
really?
That's their whole, and they have, do they sell those signs? Haunted Mansion Holiday? Because it looks like the Haunted, they look legit. But I'm like, did they make these themselves?
They probably made them.
Well, it looks damn good. And then, in their garage, they have some of the paintings that are from Haunted Mansion.
Oh, wow.
And then they have, Jack and Zero and Oogie Boogie, out in the front. So, but it's all, Haunted Mansioned out. It's pretty freaking cool.
Wow, that's cool.
So, yeah, there you go.
I want to see that.
Mansion fun.
Yes. I'll come by and see yours, too.
Yeah, there you go.
Absolutely.
Get him standing back up tonight.
If I ever get mine up and running.
Yeah, exactly.
Monday night.
There it is.
Yeah.
Monday night. Also coming out in 4K this week on October 17th, next week, I guess. Barbie, brother. Barbie. We did finally watch Barbie.
What'd you think?
I thought it was pretty good.
It's all right.
It was enjoyable.
Yeah.
I'm certainly not butthurt about it.
I like her.
A bunch of guys are. I don't understand.
I know.
Whatever. It's actually very true. It's sad.
See, that's
sad, but true. So it's kind of funny to see, this is the way it would be in complete reverse.
Absolutely.
And guys just are all butthurt about it.
Yeah.
It's whatever,
I agree with
dude.
you.
This
with
is maybe you should stop and realize that.
Guess what?
It is the way it is, the other way around, right? So, anyways, but it was fun. Yeah, she's great.
She is.
Really like him too. It was enjoyable.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, no doubt. So that's coming out on 4K this week. Also, Mortal Kombat Legends Cage Match. This is an animated action adventure that I mentioned earlier. Takes place during the 80s, and the cover is this whole Miami Vice looking cover. Wow. So I'm like, man, and I love Mortal Kombat. That's one of my favorite all-time fighting games. So I'm gonna have to check that one out. The Blob. Now this is the 1988 version. Coming out on 4K, and that is also getting a Best Buy exclusive steelbook, and it's cool. The cover for that one's badass too. The Way We Were, starring Barbra Streisand and Robert Redford, just to throw a wrench in the whole thing. And then, last but not least, The Wicker Man. Ashamed, I've never seen The Wicker Man.
Oh, really?
Yeah, never seen it. I've heard a lot of mixed things about it, but it's the 50th anniversary of The Wicker Man. I can't believe it's that old. I need to see this. The Anniversary Collector's Edition Best Buy exclusive steelbook on 4K. And did you hear the news earlier this week about Best Buy?
What did I hear about them?
Not great.
Yeah.
Best Buy's reporting that they are planning on no longer selling DVDs, Blu-rays, or 4K Blu-rays in stores or online.
Oh,
now, they don't have a timeline. Now, you would think about all the Best Buy exclusive steelbooks they have.
Damn.
I don't think there was a timeline for it, but the story came out this week that it's inevitable that it's going to happen.
That would just leave Walmart.
So
right?
is that, you're right. And Target, I guess, right? But is that the end of physical media?
That, to me, would be the beginning of the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. Man, if you would have told me that 5 years ago, I would have
No.
been on suicide watch, but
yeah.
Now I don't buy physical media anymore.
Right.
Unless it's like one of my all-time favorites, like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I think was the last 4K Blu-ray I bought.
Yeah.
So unless it's something like that, I just don't buy them anymore because I'd rather build
Isn't that crazy?
this
I would
digital
have never
collection.
thought that
Nope.
that I would be that way.
Nope, never. Me neither.
But look
man.
at me. I mean, if it's
neither.
on Disney Plus, I'm not buying it.
Right. And they're kind of the same with CD. Like, I totally stopped buying CDs. I don't
Yeah.
buy CDs at all anymore.
Well, hell, if you wanted to, where would you go?
Well, that's true. I mean,
Honestly,
you have to
there's
like get
not
them on
that many
Amazon.
places.
I mean, there's Silver Platters. There's record shops around here, but it's,
Now, that
they're
is
not.
true.
They're not easy, right? And
Right.
And I think Best Buy, like, they don't even sell CDs anymore, do they?
No.
Yeah.
Well,
and I
not
think
the
they
last
have
time I've
very
been in.
little vinyl too.
Yeah.
Even though, so I mean, I still buy a ton of vinyl.
Places like
That's-
Walmart that do still have it.
Yeah.
It's just they never have anything new.
Right.
You know, it's not like a record store. Where
No,
you go
no.
in and,
In fact, I just went to Walmart today and was in their record selection.
yeah. I mean, the only thing they carry are like the top.
Yep.
You know,
they had
things
Taylor
that are
Swift.
super popular.
So, yeah.
Taylor Swift. Yeah.
and Ariana Grande, like they had those.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the only physical media I still buy is vinyl, and I basically buy enough to cover all the other physical media I used to buy. Jesus, I'm out of room. It's out of hand. But that's about it. That's it for 4K releases this week.
All right.
Which takes us to Over Under.
My favorite game.
Thanks as always to James LaRoe for making the scoring happen. Let's take a look at what happened last week. The Exorcist. Believer.
Hey, you know what we should
It's
do?
20% on Rotten Tomatoes.
We ought to create a over-under champion cup,
Ooh, I like that.
and we'll
And then we
send
we either send it or we find a way to like put names on it. Like
We can do
Stanley
that.
Cup.
I know how to do that.
Ooh.
We can personalize it to the person.
Oh, you're talking about like sending it to the person,
Yeah.
not having like a
We will-
cup that has all the names and it's like the Stanley Cup. or
No,
everything.
like a drinking cup, like a coffee mug,
Ooh, I could do that with your business now.
or even a shirt. I wouldn't sell them, but we'd give it away.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that idea.
All right, I'll be working on that.
That's a solid idea.
Yeah.
Well, let's take a look at what The Exorcist Believer did. It was expected to make $26.9 million. I said over. You said over.
Za?
And the actual was 26. It was by 400,000. It was close, man.
that's so
It was freaking close. I think it did actually pretty well. Like they weren't saying it bombed.
Yeah.
And then, interestingly enough, they just announced yesterday that this is going to be released digitally on October 24th.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, just 18 days after its theatrical
Wow.
release. So starting to see that more and more often, man. So I'm stoked. You know, even though I've heard it's absolutely terrible,
Yeah.
I need to see it because I love The Exorcist. So it's got, you know, some of the original folks in it. So
I saw some more stills from it. It looks cool.
yeah, and I actually, on some of the horror boards I read, people were saying that a lot of people are being too hard on it. That if you love the original Exorcist, there's a lot to like reminisce on in this film.
Right.
And even though it's nothing new,
Yeah.
it's not terrible. It's just not.
That's
it
cool.
doesn't really bring anything new to the party.
Yeah.
You know. But anyways, so yeah, see, I'll be watching that for this Halloween. I hope. So Clayton W. Sawyer did not get that one right. I think most people actually said over because he still leads everybody with 16. But obviously, folks, 15, 14, 13, right? It's going to be a battle.
Yeah.
A battle. And this week there is only one film in the theater, and holy hell. Holy hell. I mean, biggest star ever, brother.
I know.
Is she?
You know what? I'm starting to believe it.
Yeah. And I think, you know, it's different, right? Because you could talk about Michael Jackson, you could
Yeah.
talk about, you know, there's others, Madonna, but they didn't live in the time that we live in now, to where there's social media all over the place.
Well,
and instant
I mean, this
access.
person you're talking about
Yeah.
has taken popularity and blown it
Yeah. No, you're right.
completely sky high.
You're right.
Left and right.
Yeah.
She's taken over everything.
She is. And Frank mentioned it in his call earlier.
Yeah.
She's taken over football.
Yeah.
Like, and because of that, like, and I have no problem with that. Let me think of how I'm going to put this. I have a problem with how much they show her during the game.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, I am not here to watch Taylor Swift. And I know she's with Travis
You said her
Kelce.
name. You said her name.
Oh, yeah.
We were never going to tell anyone.
Yeah, it was such. People are like, who are they talking about? But I do love that she is bringing in a whole new era of fans
Yeah.
and people that could care less about football are now all about it,
Yeah.
and they're buying the jerseys, and there's nothing. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Like, just expanding the viewership of football, that's phenomenal.
Did we talk about the No, I don't think we did. We didn't talk about the premiere of the film, did we?
No, we did not. We're talking about Taylor Swift, obviously, the Eras Tour.
Yes.
Film, right? It's like watching her in concert.
It's her documentary, basically, on the tour.
Yeah.
It's at some place in L.A. I don't remember what the name of the shopping mall was.
Mm-hmm.
But they even closed the mall, I think, for half a day or for a whole day. And the owner of the theater paid all the stores for the money that they lost that day.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So everybody kept saying, is Taylor Swift going to be there? Is she going to be there?
Right.
The only people that were invited were super fans.
Okay.
And she made the list. She created the list of
no
who was allowed to be there. Yeah, isn't that cool?
That's pretty cool.
So every screen in the movie theater played the same movie.
Wow.
Right? So they took up the entire Cineplex or however big it is, right?
Every theater was playing this film.
Yes.
Wow.
Well, not only did Taylor Swift show up, but people like Beyonce were there.
That's right. I saw Beyonce.
Dude, it
show
was
up.
huge.
That's crazy.
And she went into every theater and did a 3 to 4 minute
no kidding.
talk, and she just went in there to thank her fans.
Wow.
And dude, as much as I find it fun to hate her,
right?
Kind of,
it's hard to. I mean,
kind of cool, dude.
Yeah.
And she, any other people would have been selling her merchandise there, and no, I'm not going to call it merch. She gave it to them.
Oh, really?
She gave them the popcorn containers, which are now selling on eBay.
Oh,
for
yeah,
$100.
right.
Yeah, I mean, how cool is that?
That's
That's so cool. They think that she made over $1 billion for that concert.
For the tour?
For the tour.
Wow.
Over one.
Well, then you heard she gave like huge bonuses to like the truck drivers and like.
Well, see, that's cool.
Yeah,
dude.
I mean,
I dig it.
exactly. You can say what you want,
Yeah.
and I do sometimes, but she seems pretty damn cool, man. And obviously, like, it's incredible how popular she is.
Yeah.
Like, just wow, dude.
And I still don't get that.
I don't either.
I don't get that.
I don't either.
I don't know
I
what
actually
the
will
appeal
watch this. I ain't going to the theater.
I wouldn't mind
But I'll
watching
watch
this.
it just to see, like, how good of a performer. You know, I saw her, man. I saw her in concert.
Yeah.
She opened for, a country legend, which is who we went to see.
Are you having a Biden moment?
What's that? Yeah, I'm having a Biden moment. It was at the Tacoma Dome. George Strait. We went to a George Strait concert, and she opened for him.
Yeah.
And she had just come out with that first single that was like got really popular, where she's singing about, I think, George Strait actually, or somebody else. I don't know.
Huh.
But yeah, mind blowing.
Yeah.
Where she is gone now, like to the biggest star you could possibly imagine. So Taylor Swift, the Eras Tour, experienced the breathtaking Eras Tour concert performed by the one and only Taylor Swift. It's 2 hours and 48 minutes. So long. Now, on Rotten Tomatoes, there's 18 reviews. 100%.
Wow.
The audience score, which had over 100 scores for that. 100%.
Wow.
Like, this is just, it's...
Did you see any video of her watching it in the... Because like in one theater, her band was there.
Oh, wow.
And then in another theater, her dancers were there.
Oh, that's cool.
And she sat with her dancers.
Yeah.
And she was singing and dancing along to it. And it was kind
Like
of
she
fun
is
to
at the
watch
award shows. It's actually kind of fun at award shows to see her, like...
Yeah.
She knows all the songs that are being played. And
she
she's
does.
just getting down to them.
Yeah.
The estimate on this is big. For a concert film, $131 million, man.
Yeah.
But I'm going over.
I had to. I mean, if anybody's going to do it,
Right? Exactly. You can't deny Taylor Swift. I'm not going to say under. So, I mean, we'll see, man. But holy cow, that's a huge amount of money to go watch a concert in a theater.
Yeah, that's like the Spielberg movie.
Right? Exactly. And I know, like, you mentioned Beyonce. Like, Beyonce's doing the same thing. Like, after this tour wraps up, she's doing, I mean, it won't snow away.
That's smart.
It is.
Very
yeah.
smart.
Yeah, because then obviously she'll be able to sell it on, you know,
Yeah, I mean, that's
disc,
what,
and
I mean,
they'll
really,
probably vinyl will come out.
that's
and,
where they're making their money now.
Oh,
anyway.
yeah, 100%.
Right? It's
100%.
the concerts. And,
So she's freaking brilliant, obviously talented. Wow,
Yeah.
we'll see. 131 mil, but we're both going to go over.
yes, sir.
Let's do it.
I like it.
Let's do it.
Oh. Well, from
Put the show
here,
down.
we're
Yeah.
Susan, my wife, she went and she's on a little vacation thing for 3 days. So her car's stuck down there where she works.
Oh, gotcha.
So I am hopping in brother's car.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Isn't that nice?
Well, that's good. All right.
Ain't he something?
Oh, crap.
Uh-oh,
no.
here we go.
No, that's good. That's good. I just realized I brought the van, but I forgot one of the seats I have out, so it's going to be easy. It's all good.
You know, we'll just throw ottoman.
It's all good. She could sit in the child seat.
So we're gonna get in your car, get dropped
Yes.
off, get in Susan's car, and next thing you know, we're going to be dressed in black and white stripes.
Going haunting.
We'll both be clowns tonight
Nice.
in the strobe room.
Ooh.
5 hours of screaming
Jesus.
and yelling.
In a That's tough.
Rock and roll music
Ooh, I like that.
in a room full of flashing lights.
Oh, my God.
Dude, I can't tell you.
That's going to be difficult.
I cannot. We did it last year.
Yeah.
I cannot tell you how many times we hit the wall.
Yeah. Oh, God, yeah.
And
you'd have to become so disoriented.
Autumn
dude.
ran straight face first into me several times when we were in that room. So you got to get used to it.
Yeah.
But
do you ever get used to it when
Not
it's just
really,
crazy
and it's
strobes
amazing.
the whole time?
I was shocked that my body was able to take it.
Right.
Because you go in there for a few minutes and you're so disoriented. And to be in there for 5 hours without a break,
Jesus.
it's pretty crazy.
And that's a creepy spot to walk through.
It
So,
is,
like,
yeah.
people are freaking out
Yeah.
in there probably. Like, good times.
I
brother.
found like little routines that I could go in.
Yeah.
So I was rocking backwards and spinning around. I could literally go right up on people and they couldn't see me.
Right.
And then once they do see me
Yeah,
and
they
realize
lose
I'm
their
that
minds.
close to them, it scares the hell out of them. So that's what
that's
I'll
good
be
times.
doing in here in about a couple hours.
Woo! Make it happen, brother.
Yes, sir.
Go to our website, www.dvdweeklypodcast.com. Things like links to our Facebook fan page.
Yes.
Where you play Over Under. We got the email address at feedback@dvdweeklypodcast.com. And that beautiful phone number.
406-426-1DVD.
Right.
Happy Friday the 13th, huh?
Oh, yeah, brother. Yeah,
Probably won't be listening to it on that, but hey, it's cool to have a Friday the 13th in October.
It is. It's very cool.
Yeah, come on, man.
It is the
Come on,
greatest
throw that film
Friday the 13th ever.
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 Sayonara.